Welcome to the Pets Rule Show. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. This entire week, we're talking about reducing stress, anxiety, any type of mental health issues that we may have. When we have a pet, that's a sure way to reduce it. And if you didn't know that, I'm going to let you know now. How? Today, I'm going to show you a few tips and strategies on harnessing pet power. Essential tips for pet parents to combat stress and anxiety. But before we do that, the number one anxiety and stress reducer is laughter. So let's start off with a few jokes, 7 to be precisely. And the theme of these jokes, of course, is combating stress and anxiety. So let's start off with our first couple jokes. Let's see if I can hit a home run today with my pet jokes. The dog who's also my therapist and alarm system. They say dogs reduce anxiety. Mine barks at leaves, shadows, and sometimes nothing. I'm calmer unless the wind blows, then we're both in fight or flight. I'm warming up. The cat who offers emotional support on her schedule. I was feeling anxious, so I reached out to pet her. She stared at my hand like it was tax paperwork and walked away. 5 hours later, she plopped on my laptop. Apparently, she offers therapy in surprise installments. The guinea pig who's a certified stress squeaker. Holding him is supposed to be calming until he starts squeaking like a car alarm over a single crinkle of letters. It's not relaxation, it's jump scare wellness. The dog who thinks my yoga mat is his bed. I do deep breathing to relax. He sees the yoga mat, flops down, and rolls over like I summoned nap time. Now, every time I try downward dog, I get an actual dog on my chest. The cat who shreds my stress and my curtains. They said cats lower blood pressure. They didn't mention how mine climbs the curtains like Spider Man at 2 a.m. I'm calm except between midnight and 3 a.m., which is her cardio hour. The bird who offers affirmations and existential crisis. She chirps cheerfully every morning, adorable, right? Until she mimics my phone alarm and makes me question reality. Some mornings I don't know if I'm late, enlightened, or just hallucinating. Last one. The dog who thinks stress relief equals fetch at midnight. Rough day. He brings me a slobbery tennis ball at 11:48 p.m. because nothing says mental reset like playing fetch half asleep in pajamas. He's not reducing stress, he's redirecting it to my throwing arm. I hope you like my jokes today. But if you don't, we have Friday's jokes. Yes, tomorrow we're off. We're going to be celebrating Juneteenth. And in honor of Juneteenth, we are going to be off tomorrow. So after today, I will see you Friday. But let's have a great show today, all right? Harness pet power, essential tips for pet parents to combat stress and anxiety. Stress is at an all-time high. But what if the key to your emotional resilience is already wagging its tail, purring beside you, or quietly watching from its Terretium. In this powerful show of the Pets Rule Show, we dive deep into how pets can be your most effective and affordable partners in fighting stress and anxiety. Let's explore how your animal companion can help you reclaim your calm starting today. And before we move forward with uh, the 5 stress releasers, right? Let's give you a pet deal, right? Let's go to hlcpets.com and give you a pet deal. I am going to start with Purina. That's right. My cats and dog treats are from Purina. Your pet passion, our passion. They sell dry dog food, wet dog food, dog treats, dry cat food, wet cat food, cat treats. That's right. And the most popular brands: Purina Pro Plan, Purina One, Purina Fancy Feast, Purina Friskies, Purina Beyond, Purina Treats. Let's listen to this infomercial.
Our pets, they just know when to push us. Give us more when we need it most. They make the golden years more golden. Routines more exciting. New beginnings less scary. They make the world more beautiful. Our pets give us their best. Every day. In every way. And because of our pets, Purina is doing more of the things that matter. For the ones who matter most. Nutrition is at the heart of what we do. But it's not all we do. Purina cares here. And here.
All right. Again, today, harness pet power, essential tips for pet parents to combat stress and anxiety. And correction is not 5, 7 strategies I'm going to present to you. Number 1, discover the science behind how pets lower cortisol and raise serotonin. Research shows that just 10 minutes of petting a dog or cat can lower your cortisol, the stress hormone, and boost serotonin and dopamine, which promote feelings of happiness and relaxation. Interacting with pets can even reduce blood pressure, heart rate, creating a natural calming effect. It's no wonder therapy animals are used in hospitals, schools, and senior centers. A takeaway from this: your pet isn't just cute, they're scientifically proven to be therapeutic. And I am going to say, I enjoy petting Bob. I enjoy petting my dog Charlie. Charlie, right now, he's at the dog park. My son is having a baseball game, and he's there watching him and playing in the dog park. So my viewers ask me, "Where's Charlie?" He's in the dog park. He prefers to run around and have fun than sit down with me here. Now, my down to earth, I was going to say lazy cat, but that's not fair to Bob. Relax, sleep all day cat Bob likes to, chill. And that's why he's here, right? But dogs need a little bit more exercise, so he's at the park, Charlie. And for those that are new to the show, Charlie's my pet Yorkie who I rescued, and he's about a year old. All right, number 2. Learn easy calming activities with your cat, dog, rabbit, or reptile. No matter your pet type, there are ways to create shared calm. Dogs try slow, mindful walks in nature or gentle brushing routines. Cats use interactive toys, cat yoga, or window watching, cuddle time. Rabbits, gentle grooming sessions or hand feeding leafy greens, but trust and calm. Reptiles, on the other hand, routine handling for species that tolerate it, habitat cleaning rituals, or simply observing your pet can be grounding and meditative. For example, fishes, right? What do you do with fishes in a fish tank? You're just going to observe them go back and forth, right? In terms of a reptile, I've handled a reptile before. For those that are new to the show, I do visit reptile expos, dog expos, and it's a great way to just relax and meet different animals, tortoise, geckos, snakes, spiders. I mean, they have everything at a reptile expo, and yeah, I recommend you visit them if you haven't visited, especially if you're thinking of getting a if you're thinking of getting a reptile like a bearded dragon or a gecko, you should first visit an expo and just handle them, get a feel for them. And it's very educational because the vendors there selling them will educate you and give you the basics on what you need to purchase if you decide to move forward with a bearded dragon, turtles, or a gecko. All right, match your pet's natural rhythm. Play when they're energetic, rest when they're calm to sink in your moods. That's a tip for you. Number 3, build a stress busting daily routine with your pet. Routines reduce uncertainty, a major stress trigger. Pets thrive on predictable schedules, and so do we. Here's a stress busting routine, for example. Morning, take a mindful moment to greet your pet with intention. A calm hello sets the tone. For example, Bob, right? I like Bob. I feel naked without Bob being here on the show. And Bob comes naturally at this time every day. He knows, but for some reason today he wasn't showing up. I feed him around 7 o'clock, 6:45 to 7 o'clock. I give him the treat for the night, and that's those Friskies cans that I've shown on the show. I just got a big batch, and I'm gonna show it on Friday. I forgot today to bring a couple, running a little bit late, but so he ate and then he disappeared, and I couldn't find him, and I was calling out, and he just wouldn't come. I got a little concerned there, but then around like 7:15, 7:20, he starts running in here, and I said, okay, I feel happy. I can start the show. Midday, pause for a short walk or enrichment activity. This breaks up your mental load. Evening, wind down with grooming, petting, or soft music. This signals your brain it's safe to relax. Consistency equals comfort for both you and your pet. All right, before we get to number 4, it's about that time. It's time for breaking pet news. And for today's breaking pet news, this whole week I've been talking about the American Humane Society 15th annual awards, and that is like the Oscar awards for your pet, right? Oscars for Canines returns to honor America's most heroic dogs for the 15th year. Now, yesterday's show, I talked about how I'm going to introduce a few laws throughout the United States, pet laws that they've initiated, and they're into law. Some of them are not law yet, but there's a few that are. So the good news to start in 2025, these state laws are now in place for animals throughout the U.S. And I'm just going to give you a few today and a few on Friday. If you are a pet lover, pet parent, very important for you to know trending laws, very important. So let's start off first with you go to the American Humane Society, right? And these are the award categories: law enforcement and first responder dogs, service and guide hearing dogs, emerging hero and shelter dogs, therapy dogs, and military dogs. Listen, we all know law enforcement, first responder dog. We might all know a therapy dog, military dogs, right? Family, friends, service and guide dogs, emerging hero and shelter. These are the categories. And just go to the American Humane Society, type it in on the web browser, and you should be able to get to it. Now, in terms of the laws, right? Let's get to it. I'm having an issue getting to it. There you go. So this is the Humane World for Animals. Good news to start 2025. These state laws are now in place for animals in the United States. And just briefly, every day, every year, we take meaningful action to create a better world for animals. In the United States, our state affairs team works across the country to help protect animals in a variety of ways. All right, so on January 1st, 2020, laws in Colorado and Michigan that banned the production of sale of eggs from cage hens came into force. So they enforce it now. So what does this help? So we'll help protect more than 10 million birds each year, a public policy approach that produces strong legislation. So that law caters to birds. In Massachusetts, right, law banning the use of elephants, big cats, primates, giraffes, and bears in traveling shows took in effect. In Minnesota, a new fur farming law also now being enforced, requiring fur farms to register with the state. I'll call out a few more. The new year brings exciting advancements in companion animal welfare. In North Carolina, a new policy will enable shelter veterinarians to provide services for owned animals. And in Pennsylvania, will protect the pets of survivor and domestic violence, helping them to escape abusive situations without having to leave their beloved companion animals behind. What a law. Wow. Hooray for Pennsylvania. In Washington, the Humane Cosmetic Act takes hold. This law prohibits the sale of cosmetics that have been newly tested on animals. Again, what a great law. In Oregon, punishes participation in creation of distribution of videos, photos, other visual recordings of aggravated animal abuse with a maximum of 5 years in prison and $125,000 fine. Wow. So yeah, this you can go to Humane World for Animals, type it in your web browser, and listen, as a pet parent, pet lover, you should be in tune with the different laws uh, that protect animals, right? You never know, if in your state where you're living at, there's a law that every law is important, but one that might be very important to you that maybe can save your animal. So that is breaking pet news, and let's continue now with number 4. So number 4. Explore how pets help children and seniors with emotional regulation. Pets are incredible emotional stabilizers for vulnerable groups. Children learn empathy, patience, and responsibility. Pets act as non-judgmental companions that help kids process big feelings. For seniors, benefits from reduced loneliness, improved memory, and a sense of purpose. Just caring for a pet can anchor a senior daily structure and mood insights. Pets don't just support, they empower. They help regulate emotions across generations. So to touch on those two, we know how the impact that pets have on children, right? For example, they use therapy dogs in hospitals after surgery. Therapy dog will calm a child, right, after surgery. I know for a fact I've seen them in the children's hospital. In schools, I've seen therapy dogs, how they help calm nerves and everything else, anxiety in children. Very extremely important, right? Hospitals, schools. In terms of senior citizens, I've done videos on that. We know that as we get older, right? As we get older, family, friends move away. Age catches up to us where, family and friends die away, sadly, something that we have to deal with. And sometimes we're left, alone. That's as a senior citizen, that's when you make it your business to go adopt. That's right. There's a lot of senior dogs. Obviously, the question is, if I'm a senior citizen, I can't keep up with a younger dog. Well, you'll be surprised how many senior citizen dogs that are trained for that purpose, to be with a senior citizen person, so they're both the same age, and in terms of moving and getting around, which helps senior citizens, keep a maintain a schedule. So, for example, you have a senior citizen who now has a adopted dog, right? This keeps the senior citizen active, right? They have to take them out to walk maybe twice, 3 times a day, depending how many times they want to do that, right? They have to remember to buy a food, him or her food, right? Whether it's a cat, a dog, or fishes, whatever capacity that senior citizen is able to maintain and take care that pet. Well, it's gonna help them out. Especially talking to, yeah, I talk to Bob all the time, especially when I'm stressed out. I say, Bob, help me. What should I do? Great thing about dogs is that, and cats, they don't, well, they talk back, right? Because sometimes they meow and they bark, but you don't have to worry about them showing up in a courtroom testifying against you, right? Unless we can talk woof woof or meow meow in a courtroom, trying to be funny there. That's a great thing about having pets, right? But very beneficial to children and seniors having pets. Number 5, find budget-friendly enrichment tools that calm pets and their owners. Calm doesn't need to cost a fortune. Here are low-cost enrichment tools. DIY treat puzzles made from toilet paper rolls or muffin tins. Frozen treats with calming herbs like chamomile. Soft snuffle mats and cardboard boxes for foraging. Calming playlists and YouTube or Spotify. Yes, there are pet-specific ones. They also have the dog channel. I mean, it's on hlcpets.com, the dog channel, but yeah, they do. That's right, they have the dog channel. A simple lap blanket and quiet time can be enough. Remember, enrichment isn't about fancy gear, it's about intentional interaction. All right, number 6, before we get to that, let me show you another pet deal. So, like I said, right? They also have, I'm going to show you briefly. So, this is hlcpets.com. On here, you have all the pet deals in terms of everything you could think of. CBD for your dog, clothing, spring is around the corner, gadgets, but dog TV. And I'm just going to go to it. I mentioned it. I want to go to it. All right, so dog TV, here it is. $9.99 a month after a 7-day free trial. So you get 7-day free trial. You can try it out. So you go to hlcpets.com. Yeah, they got dog TV now. That's right, with a free trial. So try it out. Listen, we're evolving in this world, right? For our pets, dog TV. Who could have thought of that? But this is the one I wanted to share with you. Eliminates odor on contact. No enzymes, fragrance, hydrogen peroxide, or detergents. Safe for kids and pets. And let me play this video.
Hi, I'm Joel, and I'm here at the local pet fair talking to pet owners about the smell of dog and cat urine in their homes. Do you ever have a urine smell in the house from the dog or cat?
Oh yeah, and sometimes it really stinks.
Let me show you what you can do to eliminate pet urine.
All right, it's freezing up. I do not want to waste time, but Live Odor-Free Pets Home Auto and everyday packages for dogs and cats. They got bundle packages of gallons, half gallon. Have a serious odor problem in your carpet, cement, basement, patio, garage, or grass. And then they have the everyday deals, the cat combo. Specials include bundle packages of cat litter, cat urine products, This package takes care of the daily litter, box holders, and the outside of the box. Problems such as rugs, carpets, and furnitures. That's right. So go on there. You can go to hocpets.com and check them out. All right. We're almost at the end of the show. Harnessing pet power, essential tips for parents to combat stress and anxiety. Number 6, understand the power of physical touch and oxytocin from pet interactions. When you stroke your dog's head or your cat's curls up on your lap, your body releases oxytocin, known as the love hormone. This hormone not only deepens your bond with your pet, but also triggers a cascade of relaxation, trust, and emotional healing. Even reptiles and birds can form touch-based bonds with repeated gentle handling. Truth bomb, your hands can deliver more healing than you realize, just through consistent calm and touch. Number 7, real-life success stories of pet owners who reclaimed their peace. All right, so this is an example, right? Meet Jessica, a corporate professional battling burnout. She adopted a senior rescue dog named Max. Through their daily walks and snuggle sessions, she rediscovered stillness and joy even on high-pressure days. Or listen to David, a widowed veteran. His cockatiel Sonny became his reason to wake up each day. Their morning chats and bonding routines reduced his panic attacks and improved his sleep. These stories prove that science confirms pets are powerful emotional anchors. My final thoughts: your pet is more than a companion, they're a living, breathing wellness partner. By harnessing pet power, you're not just managing stress, you're rewriting your emotional story with love, routine, and purpose. That's right. All right, it's time for Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. My 1 minute beef is going to be with corporate America. Yes, we live in a world where we're being overworked too many hours. And what happens when we're being overworked in too many hours? Well, we suffer mentally, right? Anxiety, stress. And, the show is about educating you where if you do have a pet at home as a pet parent or lover of pets, that's one way you can reduce that stress and anxiety. But we need to do something about, and I've had shows on this before if you miss it. Corporate America, remember, providing more benefits and benefits where, it's catered to our pets and our mental health by allowing us to bring our pets to work, right? That's one way of helping us deal with stress and deal with anxiety, right? We should allow that more. We should pass more legislation, right? And or do it voluntarily in terms of corporate America, the workplace, where they allow maybe 1 or 2 days a week our pets to come with us, especially if they want us to be 100% without, stress and anxiety. So that's one way. So let's work on that, corporate America. Working into our schedules 1 or 2 days where we can bring our pets so that we can reduce stress and anxiety and work. That's going to make us work harder, perform better, I believe, right? All right, that's Mr. Animal Lover's 1 minute beef. Thank you for watching the Pets Rule Show today, Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 8 p.m. I'm your host, Mr. Animal Lover. Support the Pets Rule Show, like and smash that subscribe button. Pets Rule at hocpets.com. You have questions, I have answers. Send me your emails. Visit hocpets.com for pet deals. Call me 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Friday, 1-800-213-0988. You have questions, I have answers. $1.99 per minute fee. And snap, share, win, enter your best pet pictures and videos for a chance to win cash prizes. Email your pictures and videos to petsrule@hocpets.com. Do not forget, tomorrow we're going to celebrate Juneteenth. So I will see you back on Friday. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Stay safe, and I will see you on Friday.